We've got an update for you tonight on that deadly shooting that took place this week outside the NHK plant in Frankfort. The Clinton County prosecutor is now seeking the death penalty for the man who was accused of killing those two women. As our Jalea Brooks learned today, the suspect allegedly planned the attack.
Well, some disturbing details were revealed this morning inside of the Clinton County courtroom about the afternoon that a grandmother and a granddaughter were gunned down at work. Court documents say that Gary Farrell II murdered 21-year-old Promise Mays after he tried to force Mays into the trunk of his car outside of the new NHK plant where she worked. Police say Farrell told investigators he planned to do so the night before. An affidavit says that May's grandmother, 62-year-old Pamela Sled, was shot and killed while trying to intervene. It also says that Farrell backed over May's body while fleeing the scene. The family of the two victims and the accused were in court today as a judge read off the handful of charges that Farrell is facing. The 26-year-old is charged with resisting law enforcement, carrying a handgun without a license, and criminal confinement while armed with a deadly weapon. That's in addition to the 2 counts of murder where prosecutors are seeking the death penalty.
Confinement has to do with either removing or restraining someone's movement against their will. And in this particular case, that was done with a deadly weapon, specifically a handgun.
The prosecution says that confinement charge is what qualifies Farrell for the death penalty. It comes as no surprise that a judge denied Farrell's bail. He'll be back in court when his trial starts on February 24th.